So I'm going to show you how you could become financially independent within 7 years from ground zero. I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide on how you can do it. Perhaps you could do it even quicker. I found that a lot of people believe that financial independence is having a massive amount of money and being rich and wealthy. But it's not. It really comes down to funding your lifestyle, the gains from your assets. Ultimately, it's not what you earn, but what you keep and invest that really matters. Some megastars have earned hundreds of millions of dollars in their lifetime and have declared bankruptcy years later. Mike Tyson and Nicolas Cage, for two examples. Another person could earn $60,000 and learn to live on $20,000 a year. That's 2 years of early retirement that they've bought back. It really comes down to your saving rate, how much you can put away. But the important thing, if you go over this plan step by step and implement, it does work. If you leave out a step or deviate, it can take longer. So as you've probably noticed, I don't use the word retirement very often. I prefer to use the word freedom. But by replacing the word retirement with freedom, it can feel a little bit more real. We're essentially buying back our freedom with the money that we can earn. And by being free, we essentially remove all the financial stresses from our life and choose what we want to do. For me, that's a goal worth working for. Okay, year one, this is the boring year. Budget and save. Yeah, I know, you can't save your way to freedom. But we do need a little bit of capital. So you know the deal here. You gotta sit down and budget all your expenses. Renegotiate your necessary contracts, get rid of the ones you don't need, and reduce your expenses overall. We're looking for $10,000 to $15,000 overall for the year. Year one is done, the boring bit is out the way. Year two, the year of the side hustle. We need more capital, but saving is so boring. So I want you to invest 10 to 20 hours a week on a side hustle or even just a part-time job. This will give us another 15 grand a year, which we can add to the other 10 to give us $25,000. This can be anything you choose to be, as long as we're earning some money and it's something you can maintain over the year. At this point, we also want to start an online business, something we can do from our laptop. This is something we want to maintain and grow over the years, and this can provide us with income down the line. For this, I would find something you're interested in and have a passion for. This will help grow your business and keep your interest up. And believe me, if you've got something you're good at, there's lots of people out there who will pay good money for that. I have an eBay store that I sell collectibles through. My daughter does crochet and she has a crochet online business. There are plenty of options. Find out what's right for you. If you enjoy this content, subscribe below. There's much more coming. Year three, big moves. Look for a 2 to 4 apartment building that we can house hack. What I mean by that is move in one apartment and rent out the others. Your tenants should be paying you enough so you can live rent-free. They'll be paying down the mortgage. In the States, you can take advantage of the first-time buyer scheme and drastically reduce your deposit. In Canada, we have a similar product, the CMHC-backed mortgages. With the big move out the way, you're still working at your full-time job, you're still working your side hustles for that extra cash flow, and you're still developing your online business. Between these 3 income streams, this should generate you enough funds. Any spare time you have to develop your online business should be reflected in the funds that it generates. The more time you spend on it, potentially the more money you'll make on it. Year 4, more big money moves. We're going to refinance your property and look for another 2 to 4 apartment building and purchase that. By refinancing the previous building and rolling in for the deposit for the new building, it's going to cost you very little. Exactly the same as before, we're going to move into one and rent out the other 3. You will also have the previous apartment to rent out to give you up to 7 incomes. Once they're all tenanted out, you will likely cash flow between $500 and $1,000 a month, or maybe even more. Now with all those apartments on hand, and if you're managing them yourself, you may want to drop your side hustle. Essentially, you've replaced it with the new apartments. And more importantly, this will free up some time to work on your online business. This is what's going to sustain you long term. Now, if you do give up your side hustle and you feel you're a little short of funds, go to work and ask for a promotion. If you haven't had a promotion in some years, it's about time you got one. And if not, maybe go to a competitor and see if you can get a job there for a higher wage. You're not going to be working this job forever. Let's try and maximize the funds from it. Okay, year 5, we're really going to crunch down on the online business and develop it further, continue the side hustles, and also you will continue your full-time job. Something you can try is Airbnb 1 or 2 of the apartments. Now this potentially may take up more of your time. I decided not to go down this route, but it will generate more income. I chose to focus on the online business development and the side hustles. But ultimately, it's the extra cash flow you want. Wow, year 6 already. You're still working your full-time job, you're still maintaining your buildings and enjoying the cash flow, and you're still growing your online business. Everything is going golden. Now, if you've scaled your online business, I would expect at this point to be getting an income of about $1,000 to $2,000. Perhaps if it's gone really well, you've hired some part-time help. If you're leveraging an employee to free up some time for you to do other things, then you're definitely going in the right direction. For our rentals, we have a management company that look after them all. I'm not interested in being a landlord. I just want the buildings, the appreciation, and all the benefits that come with that. And I love doing the renovations, so that's my job. Year 7, this is it. This could be your year to quit your job and become financially free. Let's see where we're at. Your online business should be flourishing at this point. I would estimate between $3,000 and $6,000 a month. All of your apartments should be long-term rented out and cash flowing. You may have had some turnover at some point, but they should all be filled and cash flowing. Again, here you're living rent-free. Now, because of all this hard work and investment, you can now give your boss his notice and leave your job. Some big positives to remember. As your mortgages are paid down every month, the depreciation on the building is going up. With the depreciation on the building, your taxes will go down. With the market rents increasing, so will the rents on the apartment go up. And if you purchase in a good area, the appreciation of the buildings will be going up also. In general, your net worth will be growing each and every year. And some key points from us that we've noticed along our journey. Although we invest in the stock market, we believe it will take much longer to reach our financial goals. But we continue to invest in the stock market as a valuable component of our financial plan. But the best thing for us is leaving the job. We now have 40 hours a week where we can do whatever we want. And in our case, it's buy more properties. And with those 40 hours a week, you may wish to purchase more properties. You may wish to continue working on your online business and developing that further as a bigger income stream. You can even do it from the beach. One of our mentors does exactly that, and he has a really good tan. You can also subscribe to some channels that give you some great videos to help you achieve your goals. Either way, this plan works as is, or you can tailor it to your circumstances. Personally, we will happily continue growing our wealth by buying more properties over the years. But this is my dream life. The question is, what's yours?